Welcome to your free masterclass. Rukaya Mol here, and I'm really excited to present you with the three steps to launching a successful virtual assistant business without previous VA work experience. And you're absolutely going to love this Freedom Start Masterclass because by the end of this session, you are going to know what a virtual assistant actually does because it's not just administration work. You will know the types of clients that need VAs right now. You are going to know how to figure out what services you can offer based on the skills you already have. You'll have a simple three-step roadmap to start your business, and you will know how to take the next steps if you're ready to get serious about this. Now, you are going to walk away knowing exactly what to do, and you won't need a degree, you won't need any years of experience or expensive tools to start. So, because of that, I ask that you put away all of your distractions. Please silence your phones, close out all your other tabs, because I promise that this is information that you're not going to want to miss, right? I recommend having a notepad or something that you can use to take notes, just because you won't have unlimited access to this masterclass. Now, I'm only doing this masterclass for a few days, and let me tell you, if you are somebody that wants to be your own boss, uh, and you are someone that wants to determine your own pay, then these few minutes with me will be most beneficial. So, just because you've joined the masterclass and made it this far, you are going to get two of my very special guides that are going to help you take those first steps into your virtual assistant business. Now, the first is my services to offer as a virtual assistant workbook. It's an activity guide that helps you go through these services and helps you choose which one of those is best for you. Now, you're also going to get my hourly rate calculator for virtual assistants. So, this is a calculator that helps you break apart how much you should be charging for your services. These are two interactive guides that you're going to get as part of this masterclass. But I promise, if I didn't have these guides for you, you are going to have so much jam packed information in here. You are going to love that. Now, I'm one of those people that loves to provide pieces of training like this, and I wanted to make you a promise. So, my promise to you is that you will leave this training with actionable steps to take toward your business. This isn't just a webinar where I'm going to teach you about jobs or theory or any feel good ideas. No, I'm going to give you practical tips that you can take and start using right away to get clients. And at the end of this training, you're also going to know if this is the right field for you. So if you haven't met me yet, my name is Rukaya Mol and I'm the founder of CoCo Africa Hub. I also run my own online business, offering my services as an online business manager. Now, over 11 years ago, I took the leap from corporate to become a virtual assistant. And I literally started my virtual assistant business with no idea of what I was going to do. I stumbled across the virtual assistant world. So I started doing my research, just consuming absolutely everything I could find online. I took a small freelance course here and there, and there really wasn't a whole lot out there on how to start a virtual assistant business for women in Africa. So, what I decided to do was infuse my corporate background in business analysis along with my IT degree with what I learned through the various materials online, with a lot of trial and error. But since then, I successfully serviced over 65 clients in the online space while traveling and working from my laptop. And because of this, I now teach stay at home moms and ambitious women across Africa how to start their virtual assistant business from scratch, helping them earn an incredible income while working from home. And just so you know, the demand for online assistance is booming, and I want to teach you how to excel in this opportunity. This training is for you if you're tired of feeling stuck and you want to earn online. It is for you if you're looking for a way to work from home with more freedom and flexibility. This training is for you if you've got skills, but you're not sure how to package them, or you've been researching for weeks and just want someone to show you what works. If that sounds like you, then it's great because you are in the right place. Okay, now let's talk about the thing that's probably in the back of your mind right now. But I don't have experience. I've never done this before. I'm not qualified. Let me stop you right there. That's not a sign that you're not ready. That's just the fear talking. And that fear has kept so many women stuck in jobs they hate or not earning what they are worth or believing online business isn't for them. But here's the truth: you don't need experience, you need a skill that helps someone, and that is it. Now, I think it's important that we know what a virtual assistant is so that you can know if this is right for you. You may be just like me at the beginning, where this is the first time you've even heard of the term virtual assistant. So let's break down what a virtual assistant is. A virtual assistant can be any type of remote assistant who provides administrative, creative, or technical support services for online or brick and mortar businesses. Right. Now, business owners around the world are drowning in their to do lists. They're looking for support, someone reliable, someone like you who can take a few things off their plate. They don't have the time to figure out Canva or respond to every single DM or manage their own administration. That's where you come in. Now, clients could include online coaches, we've got digital product creators, e-com store owners, therapists and consultants, podcast hosts, content creators and influencers, and very small agencies. And they are willing to pay for your help, not because they are lazy, but because their time is valuable. If you've ever used Canva, replied to work emails, created a to do list, organized a birthday party, or even help someone set up a phone or account, then you've already got transferable skills. You just haven't packaged them as a service yet, but you will. I really want you to be one of my celebration stories. That's why I want you to know that the biggest mistake I see women make is thinking, I'm not techy enough, or I need a certificate first. No, you don't need a fancy qualification. You need clarity, you need confidence, and you need direction. And the moment you see your own value, everything changes. So, here's what we're going to cover in today's masterclass. Now that you've got a clear picture of what a virtual assistant actually is, who needs your help, and why you can absolutely do this, let's talk about how to get started, right? Now, here's a simple 3 step framework I teach my clients and students to launch their virtual assistant business without the overwhelm. Step one, you have to pick a service and a niche. Step two, package and pricing that service. And step three, finding your first client. So let's break this down. Let's look into step one, which is picking a service and niche. Now, here's where most people get stuck. They try to offer everything to everyone. They spend weeks creating logos, setting up social media, playing with tech. But when it comes to actually saying, here's what I do, here's who I help, and here's how to hire me, then they freeze. And that's because they haven't made one clear decision. What am I offering and who is it for? The truth is, clarity builds confidence. And when you know what you are offering, you can speak about it with ease. You stop second guessing yourself, you start showing up differently. And that's when people start paying attention and paying you. Choosing your offer matters because it makes you focus. There's no more shiny object syndrome. It makes your marketing so much easier, and it makes client feel safe because they can clearly see what you do, and it helps you build skills faster. You're not scattered all over the place. And if you're not sure where to start, here's a quick cheat sheet. If you're good with admin, then perhaps look into inbox and calendar management. If you know Canva, then you could look into content creation for Instagram, for YouTube, and some presentations, right? If you love spreadsheets and order, then you can look into client onboarding systems and process documentation. If you're fast at typing, you could do transcription, data entry, or blog formatting. And if you organized AF, then you offer project coordination or launch support. Possible clients. are online coaches, creative and influencers. You could look at course creators, health and wellness businesses, busy professionals, local service providers going digital, right? So the key here is offering one service to one client, right? Because that will give you clarity and cash in your pocket. And no, you don't have to stay in that niche forever. You just need to start somewhere, build traction, and then grow from there. Now, before we go any further, I've created a simple workbook that'll help you figure out what services to offer. So please pause this video now, take 10 minutes to work through it, and once you've got some clarity, come back and let's keep going. Okay, so let's move into step two, which is packaging and pricing that service. Now that you've chosen a service, we need to make it an actual offer, something people can say yes to easily. Now, that means packaging it in a way that makes sense to your potential client, something that's simple, not slick, because clarity wins every time. Okay. So, here's what to include. Number one, you have to be specific. So, for example, um, weekly content creation and scheduling for Instagram, or daily inbox and calendar management, right? So the second thing to include is how much time it takes. So will it take 5 hours per week, or is it a once off project? You have to make that clear. And the third thing is what result it gives them, right? So you need to help them connect your service to an actual outcome, like inbox zero by Friday, or consistent posts without stress. You don't need a fancy title or branding. Just be straightforward about what you do, how often, or what they can expect. Okay, now let's talk pricing. Most people start with hourly rates, and that's okay. But the goal is to move to a flat rate package as soon as you can. And here's why: clients are paying for your time, they're paying for the outcome you create. Now, if you take 3 hours to schedule their content, or five, they don't really care. They just want it done, and they want it done well. Now, that's why value based pricing works better. It lets you earn more as you get faster and better at what you do. Now, I've included an hourly rate calculator tool to help you calculate what you actually need to charge to make your income goals real. It'll help you avoid undercharging, which so many new VAs do, and it'll help you confidently price your service without guessing or Googling. I'd like you to take a quick break here by pausing the video, open up the calculator, and work through your rate. And once you've got a solid starting point, come back and we'll move on to the next step. There's no pressure to be perfect. Just pick a starting rate that feels fair and sustainable, because you're building real momentum now. Okay, so let's move on to step three, which is finding your first client. Now, let's be honest here. This is what everyone wants to know. How do I find clients and start making money? Now, the good news is that finding your first client doesn't need a fancy website. It doesn't need 10,000 followers, or to be on every single platform shouting into the void. You just need a strategy and a little bit of boldness, right? Now, let's normalize outreach. You're not begging, you're a business owner offering a valuable solution. Now, there are thousands of overwhelmed business owners who just want a reliable virtual assistant. You don't need hundreds of clients, you just need one to get started. And you can absolutely get one within 30 days, especially if you've got the right tools and guidance. The first method of gaining clients is to go ahead and reach out. Tell people about what you do and how you do it. You can send this message to every family member and friend, right? Every Facebook friend, everyone you've ever emailed in the last 90 days. I mean, people you know via social media, via LinkedIn, via Instagram. Even if you only know one or two business owners, you know more than one or two people, because each of them probably knows one or two business owners, and so on and so on. You can go beyond social media to look. Look at the context in your phone, right? Who are the people that you're calling? Who are the people that you just hang with? Who are the people that are in your life that you're seeing that you could talk about what you're doing? You can tell them over the phone or you can have coffee with them. Now, here's what I want you to do. I want you to make a goal to reach out to 10 people per day until you get your first client. Literally, if you just stop right there, you can get your first client as a virtual assistant. Like I said, if you only know one or two business owners, you know more than one or two people because each of them probably knows one or two business owners, right? Now, you keep reaching out and you keep following up until you land that first client. It doesn't have to be a hard sell. I know so many of us are scared of selling, but one of the best things that you can do is just start telling people about your business. Now, let's move on to my second method, which is one of my main ways to find clients, and that is on Facebook. This is somewhere that you're already hanging out, right? I think the average person spends like 52 minutes a day on Facebook. So if you take some of that time instead of scrolling and you do what I'm about to teach you here, I promise you that this alone can change your life because we're going to start finding jobs you never even knew were out there. Facebook groups are absolutely incredible. Your services are virtual, right? Which means that you don't have to have local clients. You can have clients in the USA, in the UK, in Australia. You can have clients across the country, and it's totally fine if you don't have clients right where you live. Now, Facebook groups can be a really great way to meet people from all over the world who are small business owners, right? Now, I want you to go to Facebook and actually in the very top of your screen, you will see a search bar. And in that search bar, you can start looking for words like entrepreneur, boss, business, um, virtual assistant. And what's going to happen along the top of your screen, you'll start seeing all of the groups where you can click on and view groups that fit that description, right? Now join about 10 entrepreneurial Facebook groups that have one or more than 5,000 people in it. Those tend to have the best engagement. And once you're in, you're going to start interacting and you're going to get a feel for the type of people that are in those groups. And then here's what you're going to do once you're accepted in those entrepreneurial Facebook groups. You're going to go to the search bar in the group. Now, this is different than the top search bar. This is searching within the actual group. You're going to search in the group and you're going to start typing words like virtual assistant, VA, hire. Maybe you do proofreading or bookkeeping, so you could type in those words. Um, and what's going to happen is whenever you do this, is that people who have used these keywords are going to pop up. Not every one of them is going to be the perfect fit, but more often than not, you're going to find people saying that they're ready to hire their first VA or they're asking if anyone knows of a good virtual assistant. Now, you can start to search for these keywords and then reach out to these individuals, letting them know your skills and your service. Now, making sure that they're choosing you above everyone else. Okay. Now you have the full roadmap, right? You know what a virtual assistant does. You see how your skills already qualify you, and you've got a three-step plan to start. Now, in the last part of this masterclass, I'm going to wrap everything up and leave you with one more important mindset shift before you go. I need you to take a moment because you've just watched a full training on how to start your own online business from scratch, right? You didn't just dream about it, you sat through the whole thing. That tells me something about you. You're not lazy, you're not flaky, and you are ready. So, in the time that you've spent with me now, you've learned what a virtual assistant actually is, who hires virtual assistants, w- why you already have skills you can offer today, and you've learned a simple three-step framework to start. And this is real and it is possible for you. All right. I know starting something new can feel scary, but staying stuck, that costs way more. You don't need to have it all figured out. You just need to take the next right step. And here's what I've got for you. Number one, download your hourly rate calculator and your workbook. Number two, you can grab the VA starter bundle because if you're serious about making this happen, the bundle is your shortcut. Inside, you will get hourly rate calculator tool, you'll get proposal templates, you'll know what to do in the first week with your client, right? I've got client management tips, my full tech stack cheat sheet, client contracts, and more. No more guesswork. You don't need to figure it all out alone, right? Now, I believe in women building freedom with what they already have. You don't need to wait until you're more qualified or less busy or more confident. Start now. Confidence comes later. The best time to plant the seed for the business was probably last year, but the second best time, it's right now. You've got this, and I've got you. Thank you for spending this time with me. Now go take the next step because your future self, she is waiting, and I'll see you on the inside.